the galaxy. I appreciate it, Emily. Thank you so much. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Oh, okay. Because we reclaimed it. I'm not saying it's bad for people who've reclaimed it, by the way. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
36.
For sure. Are you driving?
No, I'm in my car sitting though.
I can hear the car moving.
I promise you it's not moving. You want me to turn my camera on?
Sure. Do you think that it's okay to use slurs?
Sure. The question I have for you, do you believe the opposite if that's your title? That
Thank
is
you for the glowing jellyfish. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I think that people who are not like a part of these different types of communities should not be able to use slurs.
what communities are you referring to? I just jumped on a live. I saw your heading. So what community?
For example, like gay people can use the F slur, right? Black people can use the N word, right? Stuff like that. Appreciate that. I had a mustache. Thank you so much.
So as long as you're of the community, you approve of the slurs?
Hmm. Like they can
Okay.
use them.
I have a little difference in of opinion because I believe almost any word can be a slur. When you look at the definition of slur itself.
Yeah. Well, how do you define the word slur?
Well, it's not how I define it. It's how Oxford and Webster defines it and how society views the word slur. Um, Based off of memory, I can't check the definition of my phone, but it's a word that is intended or has the possibility of causing harm or I guess distress to an individual. So
That's
just
it.
like we
I don't.
look,
Wait. Can you show me what dictionary defines it that way?
I'm going off of memory, so I'm kind of paraphrasing. So
The first thing I see on Google, you look up a slur is an insulting remark about someone's character. It is known as an insult or slight. A slur can be extremely offensive and socially unacceptable term targeted at a group of people, such as an ethnicity, sexual orientation. It's a mark of dishonor, a blight or stain, a pejorative slur or derogatory term that is a word or a grammatical form expressing a negative or disrespectful connotation, a low opinion or a lack of self-respect. I mean, a lack of respect towards someone or something.
okay, so what is that Oxford? Is that
That's just the first thing that
Merriam-Webster?
comes up on Google. It's from Cambridge,
Can
I
you give
think.
me the Merriam-Webster, the Oxford? And this is where I get my definition from. I
Because when
read,
you look up slur definition, it gives you definitions for other types of words for that relate to slur. Like the first one that comes up. Actually, here we go. We got an insulting or disparaging remark or innuendo, or shaming, degrading effect, a blurred spot in a printed matter. Like it's stuff like that. The first one
okay,
I think that is probably more comprehensive.
okay, and again, I've looked this definition up probably 6 months ago, and I know what I read wasn't the two that you read. Obviously, it's probably from two different sources. I would like to read my definition, but I would have to leave the screen to look it up. But if you can just pull up the Oxford or the Webster, Merriam-Webster. That's probably the one that I
We
read.
just pulled up Merriam-Webster, but I
What
mean,
about the
do you
Oxford
want to
English?
operate on the definition that I just provided earlier? Because we already have that one.
Well, if I have the wrong
Because I don't
definition,
think any word can be that way then.
well, let me give you an example, right? So the definition, the word boy, would you say that word in itself is a slur or no?
I think it would depend on the connotation of how it's being used.
Okay. Um, so if that's the
Appreciate the cat
case,
wet. Thank you.
if all words is based on the connotation in which it's used, then no
Yeah,
words are slurs.
like
It's all about the intent.
if I said boy to a 13-year-old boy, appreciate the hand art. Thank you so much. As like a descriptive term towards them, right? That's not going to be wrong, right? But it's if it's used in a connotation that is meant to like discriminate towards a particular group or take that down based upon a historical connotation of being used in that particular way. Clearly speaking, that's completely different within that context. So like there's a past historical acts using this word to negatively impact people, whereas in the other scenario there's not.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy. I think we actually agree. We're just saying two different things because
Hmm.
I think when you look at using slurs, it's all about the potential offense or harm it can cause to an individual. Because words are just sounds, right? If I call my best friend the F word, I can say it to them and he wouldn't take offense and he wouldn't look at it as a slur, right?
That's
And
still
this,
wrong though. It's still
the F
wrong for you to use it if you're not a part of that community, even if it's not targeted towards someone who is gay.
Okay, and that's why I would disagree, because it's not causing harm to anybody, right? Just like how white people might say the N-word amongst their friends. I don't care how they use it, as
I
long as
think
you
that's
don't use
wrong,
it
right?
towards
But
me.
you know what it does? It reinforces social and cultural norms that are accepting of this particular type of behavior, and it makes it more likely for these particular terms to be used against people who are a part of these communities. Right? Like, do you not think that, like, white, thank you, I appreciate the corky, thank you so much. White people within communities saying the N word towards other white people, I appreciate the handout, thank you so much, wouldn't make it more likely for them to use it towards other communities?
Of course, it has the potential, but I can argue that about rap music
No, I
too,
didn't say
right?
potential, I
So
said more likely.
yes, it does, but then I would counter argue that and say black people who use the word in their rap songs, you